Hey, everybody, we're back on Ventthis for more punishment. And we have someone to share that punishment with, our very own Mike Guido. Applause!
Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Good to be here.
Everybody knows Mike, he's not only a stand-up comedian, but let me just name a few things he's done. He's been on Showtime, MTV, had his own dry bar comedy special. He's an author of The Maria Effect, a book about his daughter who has autism. And you can get the book Maria Effect on Amazon. And we are so happy he's here. Whoa! Hi, Mike.
Me too. Really happy to be here. Good to be back.
It's good to have you back. Everything else good in your life?
Yeah.
Like, all right?
As you can see behind me, we finally completed the torture chamber for the grandkids to get them to do what I want. Yeah, we go full blown torture.
Nice.
It's probably really bad timing to even make a joke about that right now.
That's
Um,
true. That's
but
true.
it's actually everybody a little play area. My wife and daughter work with kids with autism, and this is where they do it. So that's what's happening here.
But can you just tell me behind you? I know the people who are just listening, you can't see Mike, but he's in a room and it looks like there's a ladder behind him and little things where you can either climb like a rock climbing thing. I can't really tell, but uh,
Yeah, it's kind of like a climbing wall thing with,
cool.
I think you could see the rope
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ladder there. I never know which way to move. There we go. Um, things like that. So when they're working with the kids, if the kids are successful, they get a little break and chance to play. And that's their kind of their reward. So it works well.
That's good. That's good. That's great. So nobody's in there now. It's just you playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. That thing is only like a foot taller than me, and I still can't get up. So it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
I know, I hear you. Well, why don't we all stay tuned? We've got some three, again, I always say this, but they're wacky events. So skip us, we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back, and I want to start with this. This is, I can't relate to this because this is about men, but the vent is this. Do ugly men have more hair? Here's the vent. Has anyone else noticed all the ugly guys have a head full of hair and the good looking guys like me don't? Why? Okay, Mike, I don't know how much hair you have. Are you bald under that hat? You're not bald. Well, maybe
Come
a
on
little
now.
much.
Come on now. Come
So,
on now.
what
An
is that?
Italian dude? Yeah, it's called Italian male baldness, pretty
Which,
much. It's automatic. It just happens.
but
That's
you're
what
not
happens.
bald. You have your hair, except that where the
Except
the
except the
crown.
giant spot where I have no hair. But yeah, except for that, I have a full head.
So according to this venter, you're one of the ugly guys because you have all your hair. He's claiming all the ugly men have a
No,
head
are
hair.
you? Did you not see what's in here?
Oh yeah, you're losing it.
Thank you. But what I would say to this guy, one, he proclaims himself um, a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He goes, "The good-looking guys like me." First of all, where's your proof,
Yeah.
dude? We come on. Where are you? You make a claim like that, we want to see you. And it's beauty and handsomeness and whatever is in the eye of the beholder anyway. But come on, man, you're making quite a bold statement there. Good-looking guys like me. Come on, are you kidding me? I'm going to read off a couple names for you, pal, about guys who have hair that apparently are so ugly. Have you heard of Denzel Washington, George Clooney, um, Chris Hemsworth, David Beckham?
Yeah. All
I
these
could
guys
go,
are gorgeous
and
and they
they
have
have
all
full heads
hair.
of hair. Ryan Reynolds, Bradley Cooper, Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith, Muhammad Ali. He proclaimed
Right.
himself as beautiful before and after every fight. and he had a full head of hair. So, first of all, this whole notion that all the ugly guys are bald and the guys with a lot of hair are good looking, like you, sir. No, sorry. We got
Yeah,
to see a we got to see a side by side of him and Denzel Washington or something
yeah.
to prove his point.
Yeah, how do we know? You're right. How do we know this guy is good looking? A, B. I mean, it sounds like he's jealous because he's probably bald as a cue ball. Sorry, not that that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Bald is sexy. Let's just face facts. I think bald is good looking. I mean, Gary's got a lot. Our engineer, sound engineer Gary, he's got a lot of hair and he's a good looking guy. Of course, that sort of goes along with this Venter, but aside from that, if you don't have your hair, you're still a good looking man. And if you have your hair, you're still a good looking man. So I don't agree with this guy. I mean, have you ever noticed that, Mike? That a
Well,
that an ugly guy's got all his hair? Come on.
no, no. I mean, of course, there's really good looking and sexy men. I mean, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, go on and on and on and
Yeah.
on, because they made being bald cool, you know. But you're right, Chris, because beauty and handsomeness, it's pretty much it's in the facial features. My wife, I remember one day, uh, she said, "Oh, I look terrible because my hair is a mess." I go, "You're right. Your hair is a mess, but now all you are is a beautiful woman with messy hair. Nothing
Oh,
else changed. You're still what? Let me look at your face. Oh yeah, same face. It's beautiful. You know, you could shave. I told her you could shave your hair off and still be beautiful. So this whole notion about hair, determining if you're good looking or not, whether you're male or female or what have you. Sorry, Bal, I'm not buying it. Not buying it at all.
Mike,
Especially,
how touchy men are when it comes to their hair, right? I mean, you've seen all these commercials where you have hair growth, you get a wig. There's a very famous, I can't think of the commercial name, where you can get, is it Bosley hair? Where people go
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
people even fly to Istanbul, Turkey, which is like the capital hair replacement all over the world. I know people
It's
who've been there. So hair doesn't
what?
mean, yeah.
You
I
know men that have gone to Turkey for their
Yes,
hair?
yes, yes, and it's a head full of hair, and they look great. But I think it just helps them boost the confidence, because I don't think men need it, but I think that's a very delicate subject when it comes to a man. Would you agree or not? Well, you don't agree with that because you don't
Well,
think hair is that important, which is great.
well, I do understand the, concept of, now I was thinning hair, whatever. Now it's full and I have a little more confidence now and everything.
Yeah,
But honestly, dude, if your self-esteem and self-worth is directly connected to follicles, maybe you need to talk to, talk to a counselor or somebody to get, because like I showed you mine, it's way
well,
gone. I mean,
follicle.
yeah, and I don't care that much
Yeah,
about it. It comes with age. And I guess if you're 25 years old and
yeah.
your hair's falling out, that could be rough. That could be different. I get that, but make it be, hey, I just want to look better, not, oh, now I'm worth this or I'm worth that. Because
Yeah.
with or without hair, it doesn't matter in terms of who you really are and
I
what's going on the inside.
you're right, and I think it would have been nice if you knew how old this Venter is, because maybe it does sound like he's a lot younger, and he's feeling a little bit insecure that he doesn't have a head of hair. But you know what, Venter? If the right woman won't care, she'll fall in love with you, hair or no hair,
That's right.
right?
Even a bald woman won't care if
Yeah,
but I think, plus this guy so boldly proclaims that he's a good-looking guy. I mean, we don't know. This guy might be delusional. Probably, yeah, you probably still think you could become an astronaut too, but we'll let it go. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't really get it. the whole premise was flawed. One, we don't know that you're really good looking. You say you are. And two, I could list 25 men with all their hair that are, I think they've been voted sexiest man in the world or something on People magazine or what have you. Um, and a lot of bald guys. There's a lot of ugly bald guys too, by the way, because hair's up here, it's not here. Well, you can have a beard, but
Well,
yeah,
that's I think it's so funny that I've noticed that men who have not a lot of hair, not you, Gary, our sound engineer has a beard, but a lot of men who don't have a lot of hair end up growing it on their face. And I think
yeah,
that, I mean, I'm not a guy, but I think that I think they want to think they have that virility and they're still sexy because they got the facial thing going. But
yeah.
it's important to all of us. Let's face facts. Hair is important, but you're right. It's the inner self that you fall in love with, and
Heck yeah.
everybody get a toupee. What the hell? You don't. You put a little rug on your head. So
Yeah. Indoor outdoor carpeting. The cruel joke is, though, I remember when I got into my 60s, all of a sudden hair's not growing on my head anymore, but it's growing profusely out of my nose and my ears.
oh god,
All of a sudden,
what is
right?
scary?
What do you
Yeah,
say?
think my hair grows in my ears. Okay, that's a little
Yeah.
TMI. I don't need to know that.
When
Uh,
you have to shave your ears, it's like, what am I, Shrek? Come on.
Shrek's cute. Come on. No, it's true though. Men, it's funny because women end up losing hair like on their legs, on their arms, sometimes whatever. And sometimes they actually grow hair in their face. But men end up growing hair in the most unwanted, like you just said. And
Heck
I
yeah.
and some guys don't even clip the nose. What the hell? I
Oh
mean,
my goodness,
what are
Chris.
you doing there?
As you
Five,
know, Gary and I play, in senior softball, and there's been times where I'm sitting on the bench talking to some dude who does not clip his nose hair,
oh
and
God.
I'm afraid of a brush fire
Oh God.
happening because, like, if there's animals in there, they can't get out. It's
Jesus.
incredible.
Jesus, that's bad. Somebody
It
should say
really, like,
something.
dude, have you never looked in a mirror? It's like so obvious.
Or maybe just walk up to him with a pair of scissors and go, "Hey, oh, are these your
Jeez.
scissors? You lose your scissors?"
No,
Something.
one if there was one spark, his face was going up in flames. All right, I know for a fact.
All right. Well, I don't know if we help this guy, but
He probably hates us right now, but
he'll yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next vent. All right.
thank you for your vent, sir. It was wonderful to
Yeah.
discuss your view.
Yes. And you know more about us than we care to
Yeah,
tell you. But anyway, okay. Uh, here's the next vent. Why can't Amazon guys wear a uniform like UPS guys? You got some dude walking up to your house with a headset on, dancing to music, wearing shorts with a tie-dyed shirt, and you're supposed to be okay with that? And then he comes right up to your door and starts taking pictures. I totally relate to this.
I don't know.
What do you
The
mean?
Because the guy, I think when he leaves a package and walks away, that's the clue that he's okay. I mean, I get it. I think it's fun myself to watch these guys. I've seen some videos of delivery guys and gals just breaking a dance out, breaking out some moves on the
Yeah,
door cam, and it's pretty awesome. But you know what? What's even worse? Because I guess some of these companies like Amazon, they'll let people just use their own cars.
yeah,
So on top of all that, the shorts, the tie dye shirt, and all that stuff, he's rolling up in a 2008 Camry, you know,
yeah,
which you know that's
totally.
so you have no idea. He could be dropping off a package with a bomb for all you know.
Yeah.
'Cause yeah, I get it. That's true. Yeah.
We had something happen to us just recently. This guy, he had a white, I don't know the make of the car, Hyundai, whatever. So he backs into our driveway and the music is blaring. And my husband goes, we were in the house. He goes, what the hell is that? I said, oh, somebody's just turning around. I think they're just using the driveway. They backed in to turn around. Nope. Parks the car, gets out, and he's, got sunglasses on, a hat on, and nothing in his hand. Nothing. And he's like sauntering up to the house. And my husband goes, are you expecting company? I'm like, no. So, and it was a loud, like a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh,
And
Chris, your Jamaican boyfriend's here.
yeah, my husband goes, I gotta check this out. I don't like this. Opens the door, and the guy out of his jacket, whatever, pulls out an envelope. And my husband goes, "Oh my god! So you're a delivery?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm, whatever one, not Amazon, but no, yeah, Amazon." My husband goes, "Oh, I thought we were gonna have a salsa party because he's got this like bright colored shirt." The guy goes, "Did you mention salsa?" This is no joke. He blares music. He starts dancing in front of our house. My husband
What?
goes, "I swear, he was hilarious." He did that for like 5 seconds and then he left. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" But
Yeah.
but you didn't see a package. He pulled it out, so it's kind of
Well,
scary.
he had to leave fast because he left his bong smoking in the car, I guess. I mean, that's incredible. Like that
It's
guy was like he thought his main job was entertainment.
serious. He
Oh, and
probably
by the way, after I bust these moves and talk about salsa, oh yeah, here's a package.
this
I've
bad.
had a situation too where I see him coming up the walkway to the front door and they put the package down and just as I open the door and I'm bending down to pick up the package and he snaps a photo
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
that's
and
it.
now I'm in the photo. What? No. No, thank you. Come on, get that off. Yeah, the whole taking a picture thing, like
It's
they have
weird.
to. Besides, what does taking a picture prove? It proves that at one point that package was at my front door. But who knows that, he takes the picture and then picks up the package and goes back to his car. Taking the
That's
picture proves
true.
nothing except that the package was there for 5 seconds. And the one with you, Chris, where you couldn't even see a visible package.
I
So
know. He just walked up and he like pulled it out.
I mean, he should be walking up to your door with that envelope in his hand, showing the camera, "Hey, it's what I'm here for. I'm not
Yeah.
just here to bust a move for you." You
I mean, if it
know?
was raining, I get it because he doesn't want to get wet. But it was a gorgeous day out. What the
Yeah,
hell?
no, that's
Yeah.
no good.
Yeah.
Nope,
All right.
nope.
We commiserate with you, Venter, and we don't kind of have an answer, so we're all shit out of luck.
Well, yeah, we covered it, I think.
Oh yeah. All right. Here's our last wackadoodle vent. It says,
I love this one.
I know. I used to think kids in this generation, I think it's Gen Z, below the age of 30, were smart. I'm at the UPS store and the kid says to me, oh, we keep talking about UPS. I'm at the UPS store and the kid says to me, what are you shipping? And the guy says, I said negatives. He says, you should have seen the look of confusion on this kid's face. He asked me, what is a negative and to describe it. And the guy writes, "Are you nuts? It's a fucking negative." Back in the day when cameras had film, this kid says, "Wow, interesting." And he was clueless. Dear Lord, help us all. That's so funny. It's
Well, it
true.
is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, I was just going to say it's
Oh,
absolutely true.
yeah, it is. But I get it, and it is funny. It is funny when people of a certain age know about something that the kids today have like, what the heck is that? What's a negative? Right, and that is funny, and we should have a good time with those things. But I mean, that's gone on forever. I mean, when I was a kid, and someone said you're going to wash your clothes using a washboard, I wouldn't know what's a wash. What are you talking about? And I
Yeah.
never took a ride in a zeppelin. I, uh, When someone asked me for a drink of water and they said, "Well, just go out to the water pump," I didn't know what they meant because
The
those things were past. But it happens in every generation, I think, where the newer, younger generation doesn't know what the old folks are talking about when it's things like negatives or the Pong game. Remember the first game that
the
came
what?
out, Pong, where you
What's
just hit the little ball. It was the first video game ever created.
like Pac-Man?
No, it was just a little ball on a screen, and you had to turn the knob to get your paddle to hit it and
Yeah,
keep it from, you know,
that was fun. Yeah.
you try to describe that. I try to describe that to my grandsons, and they're like, "Grandpa, what? And you played that?" I go, "Yeah, for hours." And they're like, "Wow, now we know why you're the way you are." 'Cause you might as well just play with a piece of string for a couple hours. It was about
Yeah,
the same.
yeah, yeah,
But the point is that, yeah, it's funny. And I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of fun with my grandsons talking about things that they're like, "What? You did that?" Talking about the antenna on the roof of the house.
yeah.
And in the wintertime, I grew up in upstate New York. I have to go up on the roof, a snowy roof, with probably just socks while my sister is yelling out the window, "No, keep moving it," because we can't watch some goofy show, some cartoon, and it was dangerous. I could have died slipping
Yeah,
off the roof up there, but we had to get one of the 5 channels that we had available to us, and my grandsons are like, "5 what?" "Yeah, yeah," and we didn't have microwaves. "What?" They almost passed out when I told them that. Like, "How did you eat?" I go,
how
"It
did
was
you
rough. It was rough, but we made it through somehow." But yeah,
yeah, son,
technology changes.
that's true, and I agree with you, but, I mean, a negative for a camera? I mean, people they still have SLR cameras that have film in them? Is everything all digital still? I don't
Y
know. I don't
Yeah,
have an
here we go. Here's us going, "Yeah, we don't even know if cameras have film anymore, or is it all, like, digital?" But I think there are people that have held on to the old camera with film. You go in a what? Dark room. Grandsons are like, "Oh, so you turned out the light in your room?" "No, no, it was pitch dark. You couldn't see it." And if the light came on, no pictures because it all got ruined. They're like, you know, and we had to take the film to the place to get it developed, and it come back in a couple days to get your pictures, only to find out you never took the lens cover off, and stuff like that. So
That's
yeah,
exactly true. That's exact no, you're right. Yeah, you're right, it's generational. I just thought when I read this then that film science seems like sort of a universal language that we would know, but, I will say one thing. I was at a friend's house real quick before we wrap this up, and she was telling her son, I would say he was 28, 29 years old, uh, "Can you write a check for some delivery?"
right,
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He
right. A
goes,
check.
"Mom, uh, what's the memo mean?" "What?" He goes, "You boomers." He says, "You boomers, today everything's all digital. Who writes checks anymore?" I'm like, "Yeah, say that to the federal government when your taxes are due and you don't go through your accountant." So he had to be told, "You sign your name here and in that little box." And he's like, "Okay." Because, "But there's change. I don't have enough room. Where do you put?" Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Just
a
just
boomer thing, and he walked out.
just round up, dude. Just round up.
Yeah, no, I know.
But sometimes my grandsons have literally said, "Grandpa, you had such a hard life." What? It's not like I had to milk the cows and walk 3 miles to get water and stuff. I mean, but to them, like 5 channels on TV, no internet. What? I mean, they get freaked out. Like, that's a dark world, Grandpa. Yeah.
It's true. I mean, I can understand young kids, but not somebody 28, 29. Come on.
Yeah. You had to hear about film and a camera and also the thing called checks. You know, checks are still around. We still write checks now and then,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So get over yourself, Generation X. Learn a few things from us, boomers.
Yeah, one thing they can learn is writing a check gives you time to get the money. while, while the check is in the mail, dude, come on. It was a great thing. Hey, these
Well,
guys need to be paid. Well, I get paid Thursday. Send a check. You know, it gives you time.
that's great. You're right. That's a good point. Well, Mike, it was so great to have you here. I hope you come back. This was fun. And as I always say, like us on YouTube, subscribe to us, go to our website, Ventthis.org. Leave your vents. We love hearing from them and discussing them. Look up, look us up on Instagram, Ventthis Podcast, and we enjoy all of our events and our listeners. So thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much.
I,
And
I agree with I agree with everything Chris just said to all the listeners and spread the word. This is just going to get better and more fun. And send in your vents. It's really cool to get them.
send in your events. All right, Mikey. It's been fun. Take care of
My,
yourself.
and my grandson say, "What's a vent, Grandpa?"
We can't do this alone. A big shout out to our outstanding production team. Sound engineer Gary, Loretta, the voice, slicer and dicer Isabella, and marketing master Greg. He can sell you your own shadow for a fair price.
Vent this, because therapy is expensive.